I want you to succeed at things that you never thought were possible, and I want you to fail at things that you never thought were possible. But I just want you to take that failure and move forward. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our OnlyFans, and thank you for subscribing. No, just playing. Welcome to the Imperfect podcast. I am your host, El Ray. It's been a good week. It was a great Sunday service, so I decided to have a little bit of fun this week, and I see all these memes online all the time that are relationship expectations. Oh, you know what I'm saying? This girl needs to do this, or this girl needs to do that. And me and my wife always look at them and we go, this is some dumbass shit, or yeah, that works. So we decided to do an episode for all you young up-and-comers that have these crazy, unrealistic expectations of what it's like to be in a relationship. Me and this woman right here have been together for 17 years now. Mm-hmm. And I know you always hear stories of those like old-ass couples where it's like, okay, yeah, they've been together that long, but I can't relate to them. But, you know, we're still young. Relatively young. Like
I'm very young.
Yeah, she could go out and get 700 niggas tomorrow if she wanted. I could get 2.5 midget trailer park girls if I like tomorrow. So we're still in the game if we want to still be in the game. So it's good to take advice from us. You know what I'm saying? Well, not good. You could take and leave whatever you want, but we have a pretty good perspective on kind of how our relationship works, and people look at it from the outside and say like, oh, damn, I wish I had a relationship like that. But, you know, everything is a work in progress. And what we're going to do today basically is go back and forth. She selected a bunch of memes throughout the week. I selected a bunch of memes throughout the week. I'll do one of hers. We'll talk about it. And then we'll do one of mine and we'll talk about it as well. And kind of talk about kind of what we think when it comes to those specific memes. We're not even going to waste time. We're going to jump right into it. So I'll get to the first one and put it up. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to get you... I talk too much, so I'm going to give you mine first. Boom! Boys don't lie. Can you take a bullet for your girlfriend?
No. That's an automatic no.
Would I?
I don't think so. I wouldn't tell you to.
I would.
Why am I in a situation where I'm getting a bullet?
Who knows? Maybe somebody want to shoot your ass. Be talking shit. Sometimes I'll shoot you. I might shoot myself to prevent me from shooting you.
Okay, well, I really
exactly. I want all comments too. If y'all got any memes, you can add it to it. If you got any comments you want to add to it as well. Let me go to yours. Let me take this one down. No. Where's your first one?
I have no idea what it is.
This one. So it says, expectations, a post-it note with I love you. Reality, some socks on the dresser.
Okay. So for us, that would be like both. Like my expectations and my reality are the same. So I can get I love you notes 1 minute, and then another day I might have socks laying around or underwears or whatever it is that you leave, shoes.
So in your expectation, is it supposed to just be I love you notes every day?
That's what the expectation was on that meme.
No, but in your perspective.
In my perspective, it was I get both, so I don't understand why she's saying I love you notes one day and then socks. Like I get both of those things. Like you still, I'm still picking up after you.
Correct. Well, you're human, so you
get surprises and notes that are like I love you and flowers and candy, like hidden stuff on my dresser and stuff like that. So it's the same thing.
Okay. I got you.
You can get both.
But you want I love you notes.
But I'd rather the I love you notes, yeah.
With a Post-it?
No.
You like fancy shit. All right. My second one. There you go. Read it. Let me know what it says.
Going on a date with an independent girl is frustrating. I'd be ready to pay for everything. She'd be like, you pay for the food, I'll pay for the tickets. Like, yo, relax, I got it. She'd be like, fuck, get the fuck out of here. I'm not these burned bitches out here laughing my ass off. You can be independent and still want the romance of someone paying for you.
What do you mean?
All right, so like I could be independent. I could be working for myself. Mm-hmm. I could be making my own money, paying my own bills, having my own house, taking care of my own everything. Mm-hmm. And that's basically what they call independent, right? You're not depending on a man. You can pay for your own stuff. But my thought process is that even though you can do that, you can appreciate that someone wants to pay for you. So you just be like, okay, yeah, you want to spend your money on me, that's fine.
So in that situation, like the meme, and I'll put it up again because it kind of it speaks to like more of a standoffish aspect of a date. So I think that really in the beginning you should be able to express that. Like if it's the one, if you get to thing number one, it's like I could buy my own popcorn, and then I say like, all right, well it's not that serious. Like I can, you know what I'm saying, get it for you. Then you should just be like, listen, I got this all taken care of, but I'm gonna give way to and let you do this today.
Yeah, I can pay for your stuff, but what I'm saying is the way that he was saying it was like I'd be trying to pay for them, but they don't want to pay for them. Like I would pay for you, but the point is that I would also can appreciate if you pay for me, even if I'm an independent woman.
So that's what I'm saying. But in that in the meme is like the woman is not. It's like I'm paying for half of everything, no matter what. And it's like you should be able to give way to some form of being able to be taken care of.
Well, obviously, yeah. It's like if I want to take you out, like if there's like something that I want to take you out for, then I'll take you out and I'll pay for it.
But I think that would be it. So like in that situation, I see it as like it's a first date, and on that first date, it's like, all right, I'm gonna pay for this, and then you're like, no, I'm gonna pay for it. I'm gonna pay. It's like almost like competition. Like, no, I'm gonna pay for that. I'll pick up that, and it's and almost takes away from the vibe of
that's the way you're reading. On. That's the way you're reading the meme.
Yeah.
The way that's not the way I read it, but. If that's the way you're reading it, the way that I would think about it is a woman doesn't really want to have you pay because she's thinking that you're going to expect something after.
Ah.
So if you want to read it that way, then that would mean that I would think like, hey, that she's saying like, I don't want you to pay for everything because then you're going to think that I need to do something. So she's like, I take care of it and don't worry about it.
That might be the explanation for that whole meme. Because that's a whole woman's perspective that I never even thought about when it comes to that thing. All right, we're going to Lynette number 2. Explain that one to me.
So the expectations are that if you're gone, your significant other is going to say, miss you already. And then the reality is that the wife is going to be like, don't forget the toilet paper. Like, so the expectation is she's going to tell you she misses you. And then the reality is she's going to say, don't forget the toilet paper. Because I doubt that a man is going to actually text that to his wife, don't forget the toilet paper.
Oh, so yeah, the expectation is that the wife sends to the man, I miss you already. Mm-hmm. And then the reality is that the text that you get is, don't forget the toilet paper. I get both, but it's packaged. So my wife's very good at that. She's like, I love you. I'm going to be naked later. But you better bring some toilet paper. Like, so it's packaged. So that's a heads up. Like, so you don't just get hit with that. Don't forget the toilet paper by itself is a nag. But when you package it right, shit, I'll get all the fucking toilet paper in the world. and in this day and age, I got to go to get it with a fucking machine gun.
Yes.
All All right, let's move on to the next one. Oh, shit. All right. This is going to be a good one. I'm sure you'll dive into this one.
I wasted 10 years on you. Women believe her time is more valuable than love. But if she truly loved the man, she wouldn't be equating it to time. She wouldn't be measuring her love. She's really saying, I wanted other men, and you wasted my youth. No, that's not what she's saying. What she's saying is she spent all this time on you, like all these years.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the way that I read it is maybe they're breaking up. Maybe something he did. That's the way that I read it.
Mm-hmm. When I see the end of it, where it says she's really saying, I wanted other men and you wasted my youth, I don't see that part. Like, the beginning of it, I'm like, I wasted 10 years and you, like, first of all, that's like initial emotion. Like, I wasted time on you.
Mm-hmm.
It's never I wasted. It's not really I wasted time on you. It's like I wasted my life. It has nothing to do with fucking I wanted other men the entire time. I think it just has to do with I felt like I was building toward. It's like if you stop building a house in the middle of it.
It's a devotional thing. So you had devotion for 10 years. Let's say you were like literally building, like not just building the foundation, but like you're thinking about like you've already given. That's a lifetime. Like I think every 5 years is a lifetime, literally. Like even 1 year, it could be a little lifetime, but I think like 5 years is a lifetime. So 10 years, that's like 2 lifetimes right there.
I think so. If I put it in any perspective, it's like as if you fucking bought a land and built a house, and you framed the whole house in. There's no drywall up yet. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, this is gonna be a fucking great house. Like I'm gonna have a bathroom over there. I'm gonna have this fucking super kitchen where I can cook whatever I want. And then the next day, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, wrecking ball destroys the whole fucking house. And you're like, I thought I was building a fucking mansion, and now I have nothing. It's
you totally rubble. Destroyed it. I didn't even think about it like that. I thought like you forgot the roof, and it started fucking raining, and everything got damaged, and you just fucked up the whole fucking.
No, you don't have a house no more. Like, what do you mean? Where's the shit?
Well, because I feel like even like if
the whole 10 years is over, so it's 10 years of building.
But I feel like if she's like, oh yeah, I wasted 10 years on you, and like she's like, I wanted men, and you wasted my youth. That's
no, I just described that part.
But what I'm saying to you is like. She could easily just switch back and be like, oh, okay, well, maybe we can fix this up real quick. If you took the wrecking ball, then that shit is over.
Yeah, that's what
But at this point, I think she's just going on emotion. This is new.
Oh, okay, so apparently it's not over. This means it's not over, man. You better go get your fucking...
A woman that
your jeans ain't even been thrown out yet.
A woman that's over with you is not going to post a meme about you. Or any sayings whatsoever. Where she's like,
especially if she's thinking about other men. She's going to already be sucking dicks. Next. She don't got time for Twitter fingers. Fingers are fucking
but the truth,
busy.
That's the truth. If she's not thinking about you, she's not going to post anything about you. Period.
All right. I got you. Hey. You hear that? Number 3, expectations. The Kama Sutra book. Reality. And missionary for 6 days in a row. Missionary positions for 6 days in a row.
That's mine, so.
What?
So you gotta answer that.
That's not true in our life at all. Unquestionably. I mean, the expectations of everything that you go through in a relationship, it's a work in progress with everything you do. You can always come back with an idea, but if you go, hey, you know what? I want to make a painting sometime. And you never go and buy fucking brushes or goddamn paint or, shit to paint on or shit to hold up your painting, then don't expect to come out with a masterpiece. Expect to come out with a jail tattoo. And that's how it's going to come out, because at the end of the day, everything is a work in progress. 17 years. You work on everything that you want to do every day. You self-improve yourself every day. And then you pick ways that you self-improve each other and that you're working together to work towards a better goal. Because at the end of the day, you, just like we talked about the house, you're working as a team to take on everything. And it's hard. It's constantly hard to do that, but just like going to the weight room, the more you try, the more that this shit is not a reality.
Like, when I saw it, I thought, like, damn, Kama Sutra, we way past Kama Sutra. Like... I don't want to get into details, but I was like, oh, Kama Sutra, like, what? Like, we way past, and then, like, reality is missionary. Like, if reality is missionary, then there's nothing, like, I don't think there's anything there that you're attracted to. Or you're just trying to do it just to do it.
I don't know, man. With some of these churches and shit like that, motherfuckers be feeling guilty. So I don't even know. Like, it could be anything. On to the next. Boom. There you are. This is definitely angry. Like, to read it in that angry tone. That's a guy tone. What happened to guys who eat pussy and rub feet and butt rubs and dates? I mean, what happens to them? And the answer is, go ahead.
Y'all leaving him on read and responding to a man that got 3 felonies in a secret family.
You seen any stories like that?
Yeah, I got lots of them. I ain't gonna put anybody on the spot.
You don't gotta put no names. You could halfway tell the goddamn story.
I ain't telling the story, but
does that happen? The good guys get left on red, so this chick can go fuck a guy with 3 felonies in a secret family.
I think it depends on the age and the mindset, right? So, like, yeah. Like, I think I would have probably been that, like, when I was, like, 15, 16 years old. I probably would have been like, no, I don't want to talk to anybody. That's, like, nice.
That's nice. So, y'all 15 to 16-year-old motherfuckers, y'all better go just, I guess, beat somebody up? Trump shit? I don't know. We're going on to the fucking next one.
If you're a woman still looking for a bad guy, then there's a problem. Like, you have to be like,
if you're a woman, key word. If you're a woman still looking for a bad guy, key problem. Right there. Sleeping. Expectations. A loving embrace and cuddle. In reality, turning away from each other and sleeping like regular human beings. Yes. This is 100% true. You do actually have to have time to cuddle and embrace each other, but the reality is eventually you're going to have to go to fucking sleep, and if you sleep in these weird-ass positions, your fucking joints hurt.
No, I don't think anybody in the world actually sleeps cuddled. Like,
if y'all fucking sleep like that, those expectations on the left, you fucking comment right now. Because if you could fucking, like, I would have, you know what? Passed out drunk is when I fall asleep like that. It's like, this is great. And then you wake up in the morning, you're like, fucking, my elbow.
Neck hurts.
Exactly. Why does my neck hurt for 2 days? Why does my neck hurt for 2 days? Is the same thing. It's like, yo, nobody's doing that shit at all. Let me break up the next one. Is it 5? I think it's 5. Oh, this is basically the next one from the other one.
Oh, that's the lady that was, wait, what? She's the one that was talking.
Who cares? Just read the fucking shit.
Let me clear this tweet up. It is solely the choice of the woman to stick around for 10 years. As women, we have plenty options of men at our feet. Remember that. I'm going to sound mad weird. I'm like, I could understand.
She's going to sound mad weird, everybody, as if I don't ever.
No. Okay, so I can understand what she's saying about, like, if she leaves, like, there's plenty of men there, and, like, she could have left at some point, but she didn't. That was her choice, right? That's true. But my thought process is, I forget all right, so, like, she's like, as women, we have plenty of options of men at our feet. Remember that, right? Mm-hmm. My thought process with that is, like, damn, like, are you looking that hard that you know that you got men at your feet? Because I feel like once you're taken, and, like, your like, peripheral vision is like this, you can still look and say, like, oh, this looks good. But I think as women, we invest more. As far as making sure that we don't do this.
Yeah. I feel like that tweet is from a single woman. So that's what it looks like. It looks like, hey, I'm making this statement look so fucking easy for y'all to do. But in actuality, it's like, when you're in it, no, you don't. Like, of course, some people think they have men all at their feet, and that's because they're, like you said, giving attention, leaving bits of attention in separate places in case of emergency. It's like, case of emergency, break dick glass. There it is.
I don't know. I can't relate, but that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, well, if you're, like, really into your relationship. And as far as 10 years, some people don't stick around because they want to. Some people stick around because they have kids or any other thing. Like, it could be anything. It could be like, oh, if I leave, I won't fucking get nowhere in life. Like, like I have a support system. Like, you might not even have kids together, but this person might be the foundation of them. That'd be the first reason why I usually see women not leave. It's because, like, oh my God, if I leave, I won't get any money. I won't have any money. Like,
correct. That's and just to be fair to that statement, I've seen men in the same situation, and that fucking rug got pulled out from under them, and they were financially destroyed for 3 fucking years. So those are situations that might buy you the 10 years of just staying. But we'll move on to the next one. I think it's 5. Oh! So, this one says cheatings. Expectations? How could you? And it's a woman walking in on a man sleeping with another woman. And then the reality is, how could you? And it's a woman walking in on a man watching a TV show that they're watching together.
Game of Thrones.
Yes. This one happens to be Game of Thrones. But, I mean, we watch a lot of shows together, so it's the same thing. Like, my wife watched the first episode of The New Power without me. So I said, fuck this whole show. Forever.
So, in other words, this meme relates to me more than it relates to him. Because he's the one who's actually saying, you can't watch that show without me. And I'm like, damn, I want to watch that show.
That's true, but the enjoyment comes together learning new things as a couple.
And it's great, but sometimes I have to wait for you, like, 4 weeks before you want to watch the show. That was Power 4 weeks in before you wanted to watch the show. So that's why I took it over.
God damn it, Tracy. Fuck both y'all.
We gotta watch it in secret if everybody watch it. I got caught though. I got caught with the Power.
Exactly. I seen it on my fucking Hulu. I was like, wait a goddamn minute. I didn't go 47 minutes into this shit.
And I was like, no, I wasn't really watching it. I just played it for a second, and I forgot all about
That's bullshit. You know the fucking plot and the storyline and everybody in that motherfucker.
Sure do. I watched the second one,
That's
too.
bullshit. See? No. That's bullshit. All right. What you think of that one?
Wow, this lady's just on a roll. To build a foundation of love, you have to first get past the companionship stage. Love should never be based on the perks of a relationship. Once the perks stop, the love stops.
What I mean, I guess because this is Twitter that you have to fit it into. I think it's like if you base your relationship on the perks, once the perks stop, the love stops. What do you think?
I think so.
I believe that. Yes. I mean, you see all these people that go with especially now, this PS5 shit. Yo, the PS5, if I do this, she's going to get me the PS5. Like, okay, like, what the fuck does that matter at the end of the day? Stuff comes, like, the level of shit that people deem important versus not important. So it's a pre-order for some shit that comes out in like 2 months. I don't even play PlayStation, so I don't give a fuck. But I'm like, it's the same shit with that. Like, everybody is, it's almost like a hustle. I got this out of somebody, and I got this out of somebody. And at the end of the day, like, when you get to the point where you realize that you taking something from the other person you're with is taking something from yourself, then you realize that you're in a real relationship. You don't know?
I don't know about that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, this is the next one. Expectations, beautiful long hair in pristine condition, not going anywhere. And the reality, hair everywhere. Hair in your soup, hair in your mouth, hair in, the drain? Yeah.
Yep.
Hair just generally in your face. And considering I live in a household full of women, yes, hair every goddamn where.
And he's always complaining about it.
Hair in my shirt right now.
That's laundry. That's not my fault.
It could be here in this shit right now. I don't even know. But yes, it's every goddamn where. And I'm sure anybody that's in a relationship. So motherfuckers that are in a relationship, you already know. And motherfuckers
with
that are not in a relationship.
Women.
Yeah, not those new age bald bitches. Not those. You can just like give them one of these. If you like. But this shit, no. All day. Get ready for that. And if you own a house, get ready for that bill. A plumber bill. Because you're going to have to clean that fucking drain out too. I am jealous, Jerry. I wish I had long flowing hair to run around like Troy fucking Polamalu. Oh shit. Alright, next one. I don't like this one.
What the heck?
Yeah.
You like that?
There you go.
Oh, yeah, I can relate.
This is the mood. Everybody says that it's a picture of a woman and a man laying on a bed watching their own sex tape. Some people have unrealistic expectations of what you see in religion. In relationships. Some people never go through that shit. For us, it's whatever. Like, move forward, grow together, do shit together, do dumb shit together, funny shit together, everything.
We do a lot of dumb shit together.
We do a lot of dumb shit together. Yes, that is very true. All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You, number 8. The new one. Married life is the expectation, is pure excitement. And it's a picture of their calendar.
And it says ham expires.
On the 22nd of the month. The ham expires.
I don't have a calendar, so that's how you know. That's the first clue that my marriage is not like that. As far as us writing stuff in, no, we make plans with each other all the time, and we're always constantly doing new things. So I don't think that married life, all marriages end up in ham expires and circling it out, and I don't believe that. If you have a marriage like that, please leave and run right now. If I was bored like that, I'd probably leave.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I've literally seen people in relationships that are like fucking 5 years straight of just shit like that. And I don't know what it is. Like, maybe people get to a point where they're like, oh, I have to settle for the situation. Or like you said before, I got to stay together for the kids and stuff like that. But, like, we don't give a fuck if the ham expires. We don't give a fuck if everything on the fridge expires. We give a fuck if our relationship expires. And that's always going to be more important than something as stupid and insignificant as that shit.
There's times when we haven't even had really enough time for each other, but we make the time with whatever it is that we're doing that's like really busy. Like the time we went to Texas because you had to do.
Yeah, so because I had to lose $10,000 is what that was.
And we had a great time, even though we were losing a lot of money.
We definitely did. When we look back at the history, it was definitely fun. It was the funnest loss of $10,000 that I've ever enjoyed in my life. I've never had that other than that also. But it was the best possible scenario of that situation.
So how was his companion? I'm losing $10,000, and it was great.
Definitely was great. Let me see. Did I get this one? All right, we did that one. What's the next one?
You like that one.
This is a good one. Pick your vacation. We go on vacations a lot. What's the best one for you? I'm sure you can't see this shit, so let me make it as big as possible. I can't see it.
I'm like leaning in. I'm like, I'm blind.
She's blind.
I'm so
Everybody,
blind.
She's blind in case you didn't know. Especially for the people on Spotify. She's blind. So, vacation number 1. Beachfront suite. Unlimited cocktails, snorkeling. Vacation 2. Swimming pool. All-you-can-eat buffet. Private cabana. Vacation 3. Cruise. Daily games and shows. Ocean sunset views. Cruise not happening. Vacation 4, History City Tour, wineries, and museum. Vacation 5 is a mountain cabin, a personal chef, and a giant hot tub. Mm-hmm. Vacation 6 is camping, whitewater rafting, and hiking trails. Which one would you take out of that and why? Yeah.
Number 1.
Number 1, beachfront suite, unlimited cocktails and snorkeling?
Yep.
Really?
Why? Which one did you think I was going to take?
I didn't think about what
you were
going
to take. All right, so listen. Swimming pool and a private cabana we've done. Cruise, I'm not really into cruises, so you know, and I know you're not really into cruises. And like as far as like daily games and shows, that's like boring. I feel like I'm thinking of like old people, like watching plays.
Yeah, that's like when we was in DR and it was like, the fuck are they doing out there? Daily games? Fuck that, we're out of here.
The historic city tour, I can go with that one too at the same time, the number 4, because I like history and I like wine and I like art museums and museums or whatever. So yeah, so 1 and 4, but number 1 is definite. Like get drunk and go freaking look at freaking fish and stuff.
When I looked at it, I said 4. like I looked at one and I was like, I felt like one was like.
But we've done one.
Correct. I felt like one was just like I felt like you're like what people do. They trap at the resort. Like I'm just here with unlimited cocktails and snorkeling and fucking jet skis, and you don't get to see the rest of the country.
And I didn't think of that. What I thought of was when I thought of unlimited cocktails, it was like a package deal with some type of tour. I'm not thinking like locked into like a.
But like
say, a facility, I call it a
that's
facility.
That's what I'm saying. But like when you think about the resorts that we went to, so like when we went to DR, that's what was there, right there at the resort. Yeah, all those things.
But we went to go do other stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But no, I never read it as like you can do this and then go do other stuff. Because obviously, if that's what it is, I'm taking one. Yeah, beachfront, unlimited cocktails. We can go do whatever the fuck we want. I don't give a fuck about snorkeling necessarily. But 4 is usually what we end up doing. It's literally like a mixture of 4, 5, and 6 that we do. That's why I looked up and I was like, we're kind of. Because it's like one day we're like, oh, let's do the historic city tour. And the next day it's like, let's go whitewater rafting, hiking trails.
Oh, when we did the camping in the middle of the rainforest.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it's like it's a little bit of everything. Like.
But if you were to ask me to pick one, and then definitely it would be like, it would be one.
Yeah, mine would be 4.
And we've done that one a million times.
Yeah, it's fucking.
But it's just still relaxing.
Yeah. All right. Let me go to the next one right here. It's fucking Brick from what's the name of this goddamn movie? Anchorman 1, and it says when you get into a fight but can't remember how it started, and he goes, I don't know what we're yelling about, like in the movie. Pretty much. I mean,
I mean, our fights aren't really crazy, so like when we get into a fight, it's usually something like this. Like we just like. It's something so small and minuscule. It's like, how the hell are we yelling about this? It's like little shit. Like, I don't even freaking remember the last fight we had. It was like,
a lot of parts,
like some small like thing that you're freaking mad about.
Yes, some small thing that I'm mad about.
Or me.
You hear that, people? Nope. You hear that, people? You better be ready to deal with that.
It's like the regular annoyingness. Like, let's say you're just like picking up something and you're just mad. You're just like mad because it's like the 20th time you picked up something. I know ladies can relate, and you're just like, you might be talking and very nicely speaking or something, and something might come up, and all of a sudden you don't know where it took a left turn, but you're fighting about nothing.
I agree that this definitely happens. I don't agree that I'm the problem every single time. But it's like awesome serious shit, man. When it comes down to it, like when you go back and draw it down, like if you could write this shit down, like if you had like a court stenographer and you just went, hold on, let's pull back on this shit. You both look at each other like, that was the dumbest shit ever. Let's go have dinner. Like, let's go eat now. Like, this was the fucking dumbest shit ever. Because if you could read it back, like if it was an actual court case, you'd be like, why the fuck did this even happen at all? And that's
sometimes we agree and we fight. We don't even know we're agreeing. We're just like fighting over nothing.
The meme's supposed to take up 100% of the screen, Ralph. We take them down, goddammit. What do I got here? I might have to upload some more, goddamn. My 10.
Excuse me.
What does that say?
Don't pussy out and stop talking to a guy because he talks to multiple women. You better win that competition, girl.
Is that a mindset?
I don't think so.
For a single man?
Yeah.
And you're a single woman.
If you're a single woman, you're still... I mean, if you're a single woman and the man is single and he's dating other women, yeah, obviously... That's not a mindset. That's just like given. Like you still, if you want the man, you go for the man. That's all there is to it.
I think in the perspective, like of some of the thought process, like if a woman wants the man, she thinks that she deserves the man. So it's like, why are you still talking to all these bitches and that there's no competition anymore? When it's like, yeah, you do need to, just as a man would need to, prove himself better than the rest that are there.
If I had, which most women do at some point when they're young, they're like, oh yeah, like I'm talking to you. If I'm single and I'm talking to you, obviously it's like there has to be some backup somewhere that's still trying to get to her, right? It's the same thing. So like,
but you're saying as the perspective of a woman that's seen a lot of different things. No, these young women don't understand that. They think if this motherfucker's talking to me, he ain't talking to nobody else, which is crazy.
But that's not real life. Real life is that women compete, men compete, we all compete. We're all animals. We all compete for attention, just like animals in the rainforest are like fucking like birds. They like dance and shit to get a mate. We do the same thing.
Correct. And she won the competition. By far. All those other midgets, bitches, they had no chance. That's okay. I get the shit smacked out of me all the time. I'm not scared of that. It's just a stinging pain, a temporary stinging pain.
Yeah, because I beat his ass all the time. That's what he's all right, he likes it, though.
See? You missed the Kama Sutra meme. On to the next one.
My husband thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not the one who married me.
Yes, it's a random picture of a husband that looks like an animated drawing of like a K Jewelers commercial, and it says, "My husband thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not the one who married me." Yeah, but it's okay because I'm fucking crazy. So once you embrace your craziness as a human, not just as a partner, then everything gets a little bit easier because you're not expecting anything other than abnormalities and what people would think is, the opposite of what people think is normal. And we kind of base a lot of our relationship and our life on that type of thing. Mm-hmm. Oh, you like that answer, huh? Yeah. See?
See that, Ralph? You're right. You seen that,
Ralph? That was a slap. It just got edited out. All right. That one, I already got that one. Next one, bam. You can't see it. There it is.
Oh, that's you.
It's for you.
Is it for me?
It's for both of us, so it doesn't matter. It says, no man can steal your woman. They'll just steal your problem. Real women can't be stolen. So worry less. Only bitches get stolen.
You want my opinion? Or you want...
You can fucking tell. You can have your opinion. You could have an opinion of what you think somebody else's opinion would be. You could have your opinion of when your ass is 16. You could have a fucking story about the shit when it happened before. Doesn't matter to me.
So, I kind of have to agree with the meme because... Well, not really. Hold on. I can't agree with the meme. Because you can basically steal a woman if she's all into you and she loves you and she wants to be with you and all this other stuff and all you're just like treating her like shit. Mm-hmm. If a man comes along and says, look at me, I can do all these things for you and treat you nicely and be the respectful man that you want me to be. Like, it depends. It depends on the relationship, I guess. So, like, if you're treating her like shit, then yes. Then a man can come by and steal your... That's called stealing. She's not a bitch because she left. It's you just didn't do the right thing to keep her.
Ah. Let me see it again. No man can steal your problem. They just steal your... To get stolen. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. The idea... Correct, Dave. That's 100% right. And Dave said in the comments, that's not your woman if you're treating her like shit. No, not like trafficking steel, Rough. The mentality is like you get different levels of losing people, and you have to take account for what they are. I mean, you have an emotional level of it. You have an actual physical, I'm fucking leaving out the door. And I a lot of like young men ask me for relationship advice, and I'm always like, a woman can fucking leave you and still live with you. You don't get that shit. Like, but you just are acting like it's nothing, acting like other stuff is more important. But yeah, if you're treating somebody bad, then they can leave you, and it's not that they're a bitch. It's just that you're the worst motherfucker ever. And with that being said, on the other side of it, trust me, there's women that were never there in the first place. I think that is the biggest confusion in it, is that people think because they're with some fucking beautiful girl and she lives with them that they're in a relationship. and there's opportunity situations on both sides of it, and that woman on that side was never with you in the first place. But maybe you never were in a relationship that you understand what a real relationship is like, so you don't even understand that woman's with you or not. I see it a lot where somebody's like, oh, this girl's doing this and she's out here, she's at the club. So I'm like, first of all, if your girl's at the club every weekend, you're not in a fucking relationship. I just don't, it doesn't make any sense to me. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Space outing.
Don't be Robin from Howard Stern. The fuck? You could, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Should a woman be at the club every weekend if you're in a relationship?
No.
Should a woman go out to the club if you're in a relationship?
She could go out to the club, but like it depends. Like not every weekend. Like I'm just saying, you could go. I mean, I don't know because I don't go out to the club. But
you could.
The point is, you should have the freedom to go to the club. You got the freedom to go.
Correct.
Wherever you want to go. So it should go
listen. You see that woman? That was woman shit.
Right.
I hope y'all heard that woman. You got the. I already know that. That's not the point. We're not even talking about me. I'm talking about y'all. I'm trying to help y'all.
I'm trying to explain it to you. So, like, okay, it has to go both ways, though. Because some women be like, you can't go nowhere. Nigga, stay home. And then and then you got the women who are like, oh, all right, you could go out. And I want to go out. Like, let me go out and do my thing. Or you have the dudes who are like, you can't go out, but I can go out whenever the freak I want to. Like, that's the difference. It's
like Enough with J-Lo, that movie. That's what she's talking about. Y'all can still go out. Just get out that house. Get out that relationship.
So literally, what I'm saying is, if the girl wants to go out to the club, yeah, she can go out to the club. Are you going out to the club?
No, I mean, like,
are you allowed to go to the club? Is what I'm saying.
Oh, and that thing, yeah, exactly. Like, I don't I see one of the memes that I always see is like where the ones where it's like, oh can my girl wear this out? You know what I'm saying? Like, as a fucking man, like, you're not in charge of what your girl wears out. And I mean, luckily I'm in a situation, well, not even luckily, because I really don't give a fuck. Like, my wife, she has her own thing where she's like, I'm gonna dress like this and I'm not gonna show too much, I'm not gonna do this. But she can wear whatever the fuck she wants out. Like, it's not the idea of women going out and wearing what they want is obviously you want to get attention. Everybody deserves a certain amount of attention to be desired. But like, I'm not going to sit here and go, okay, because my wife wore this shit, I feel like she's trying to, go to the club and find 15 other fucking dudes. Like, that's a jealousy aspect that men have that I just don't have that shit. But, I mean, maybe that comes in time where you just feel more secure in yourself and more secure in your relationship. And like I said, that comes with understanding whether you're actually in a relationship or not, or whether you're just in a relationship where somebody's using somebody.
Well, just to think about it real quick in defense of some men that might have done that. You have to think about it like this. Have I ever been like, I'm going out and I'm going to, like, without you. I'm going out somewhere and I'm just going to, like, and I just come out with some hoey shit on and say I'm going out. I've never done that, right? So it's not like.
The thing is like, that's a spur of the moment. Like, if you came out that night, like, hey, it's Thursday, and you had that time, like, where the fuck are you going? But if you were like, yo, I'm going to the club on this day, and then you came out that shit, or I'm like, I'm going to a show or a concert, I wouldn't give a fuck, because I already knew, like, this is where you're going. Okay.
But I'm not asking you if you would care. I'm asking you right now, have I ever so in other words, from experience,
no.
I have never done that.
No,
so
you have not.
My process is, if a man constantly sees that, and they're like, oh, okay, like, like, you don't know what the situation the man might be in, but I'm saying, if a man has already been through that to the point where, because you haven't been through it. So, like, if I'm not the type to just be like, yeah, I'm going out to the club and I'm going to fucking come out with this shit. So, you don't know how you might react.
Because, once again, you're thinking about it in the situation like it's a spur of the moment. Like, hey, you just got home from work. I'll see you later. What you doing to them? Fishnet fucking wife beater with no bra on. Hold on one second. Come back. No, I'm not thinking of it like that. I'm thinking of it like.
You're right, Ralph. He does. Those gray sweatpants. I be telling about those gray.
Nah, man. What the fuck? Fuck that. See, man. Fuck y'all comments. I'm about to turn them shits off. Y'all, they should have never gave you niggas comments. No, if it was like, hey, I'm going. The way that I at least interpret it is like, I'm going out You know, but I mean, if you jump from the other meme that we saw where it's missionary 6 days in a row, and on the 7th day she's like, all right, I'm going to the club, and I got this fucking G-string and a goddamn, like I said, and a mesh wife beater on. I'll be back with some heels, and you're like, the fuck is going on?
Again, it depends on the situation.
You've been wearing syrup wife beaters around here for 5 days.
What I'm saying is, it depends on the situation. So obviously, if a man has not experienced it, and then he sees that, like, his woman's going on, like, blah, 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 then you probably feel differently. I feel. You probably think of the meme differently if you had experienced that. As far as I can see from the meme, I would think of a dude that's just, like, sitting there, like, all the time, this bitch want to be going out, like,
oh, like, yeah, I mean, but once again,
I'm going out, man.
So if it's that situation, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's indicators up to that point where it's like, you were never in a relationship in the fucking first place. So stop acting like you were. You were not. If you from the start of your relationship was like, hey, what's going on, you know, and then it was like, I'm going to the club every fucking weekend or every other day for the whole fucking entirety of our relationship, then I'm like, okay, I wasn't in a relationship. And that's why I started on. If you're going to the club and you feel that you need to be there all the time, you're not in a fucking relationship. Somebody's looking for something else. Or you're there together.
I don't know. It depends, I guess, if you're young or something. Because, I mean, I feel like young girls, right? They're in the 20s. You just started going to the freaking club and stuff. Mm-hmm. They might want to go out. And the dude probably doesn't want to go out. Because it's fun to go out. It just, you don't want to be sitting in the house all the time. Like, in your 20s, you don't think that it's fun? Like, a girl wants to go out, and let's say her thing was dancing. And she wants to go to
and it ain't. Not in this fucking era, not in this country. So her thing ain't fucking dancing. Her thing is going out there and looking fucking sexy.
I don't believe that.
What do you mean?
Okay, so you're talking about...
In your 20s, the only reason you're saying in your 20s, what's the difference between your 20s and you know, when you're in your 30s?
All right,
because
so
you feel
if
like you should be in a relationship by then.
But okay, I guess because I'm Hispanic, I'm like, you know, you gotta have a relationship by that time. But when you're in your even if you're in your 30s or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're wanting to have fun and you're going to the club and somebody might want to dance. Like, these people like to dance, right? Most people who go to the club, they like to dance. That's a given.
I'm talking about everything but Spanish women. She's talking about Spanish women.
Either way, if it's a Spanish woman, what I'm trying to explain to you is we want to go out and we want to go out to dance. So if we're going out to dance, that doesn't mean that we want attention per se. You know what I'm saying? You're just going out to have fun.
No, if you're, but that's, once again, another thing that's evident. If you see that person, you're like, okay, they're going out to dance. Even if you're in a fucking relationship that somebody likes to go out to dance and they go out to dance 3 times a week without you, you're not in a fucking relationship with that person. Because that person likes to dance. You fucking don't. Why am I wasting my fucking time here? Go out to dance with that person if you're going out to dance with that person. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. What do I got?
Oh, shit, Tracy, I know. Me too, girl.
Get that bullshit out of here. That sounds like single. Once again, single 20s? Sure. Go out to dance every weekend. That's what it is. That's my point. The statement in itself saying 30 to 20, if you blink everything out, you've never been in a relationship before. In your 20s, you go to the club. In your 30s, you go to the club. The only difference is that by the time you're in your 30s, you're not expected by society standards to be at the club. In my 20s, your society expectant is to be at the club. So it's like, hey, I'm here when I'm in my 20s, or I feel like I should be there. But when you think about it, why are you there? You're there to garner some type of attention.
Well, I like to dance, and I'm in my 30s, and I go to dance, and this man right here brings me to dance. So there you go.
I do. That was another edited slap.
So in other words, if you like to dance and you're in your 30s or in your 40s and you're man and you have a man and you like to dance, somebody should be making an effort.
Somebody should be making an effort. That is the greatest statement ever, because somebody should be making an effort always. Was that yours or was that mine? Yeah, we already said that one. I'm not sure 11 because I think I have more that I can bring up. Hey! All right. Here's a picture of, it says, what it's like living with my husband. And it's a laundry bin on the ground with the jeans thrown next to that shit.
Is there any women on this on the comments? And tell me that's not true right there. That's true. That is totally true.
I was never there. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna plead the fifth.
It's everybody. It's not just you. No, it's everybody in this house.
This is me. I'm not even gonna fucking play games. This is me. I don't know where the bin is because the bin. You know why? Because the fucking bin was 2 inches to the left the day before. So I'm just throwing that shit by muscle memory. The bin's supposed to be right here. Let me throw this shit. That's where that shit goes. So I'm throwing that shit where the bin's supposed to be, and the bin ain't there. And I'm like, oh, fuck it.
Oh, so like I'm trying to be organized and keep the house clean, and you just want to act like the bin's not right there. You just got to move like 1 degree and drop it in the bin, but you got to drop it right outside. Just the bin is empty, and all the clothes just roll around the bin.
Listen, muscle memory. It's all muscle memory. I'm throwing wherever it needs to be. I got some new ones to bring it up. This is my first new one right here. What you got? Read that out.
What?
It's me. Yeah, the new one. You see it? Boom.
Damn.
Exactly. You can see it now.
Judge reportedly rules for Adele to pay her ex-husband of 3 years over $40 million in nasty. Damn, I want to be her husband. In nasty divorce settlement, she is worth roughly around $190 million. What? Wait. Hold the fuck up. Why she owed him $140 million?
The judge said so. It's like Bobby Brown shit. Double standard, right?
It's not a double standard. Well, it is. No,
he was there.
It's not.
He helped her build her
really.
empire. He sung them shits.
Hold up.
He sung all them
songs. He should get some money. That's the way I feel. He should get some money. But that's almost all her fortune right there.
I don't believe... Fucking, first of all, let me see what Adele's worth, because I don't believe this shit. How much is Adele worth? Oh, shit, 190.
No, it's true. Let's see how much he really got, though.
What's his fucking name?
Just put his husband, Adele's husband.
I don't even know who that fucking
divorce
bum
settlement. I'm allergic to you. You need to move over.
See, you moved. You're gonna fuck it up. 254. How do you sell something for more money than it's worth? What?
She kept it. What?
It says 244 million, right?
That's a lot of money. Wait.
Yeah, he rules for how does that? Oh my god, I don't even have enough time to read that shit. That's crazy.
The only thing I can think of is he taught her how to sing or something. that don't make sense. He was like, I wrote your music or something. You just look him up, see if he wrote any of her stuff. I have no idea. That's a lot of money.
I don't even know who that fucking guy is. Fuck him. Could he be wearing Egyptian musk oil? Let me see. We got Lynette's next one.
Oh, this is 100% true.
Apparently this is 100% true, everybody. Wait a second while I put it into the shop for you. When you're trying to be mad at your husband, but you know, in his own weird way, he's a good man and you're a little crazy sometimes.
It's like that time when you be second guessing, like, what the fuck were we fighting about? What did I say? Wait a minute. Did I take a low blow?
Every time I watch this I can see this lady with the picture without fucking words, and it makes me laugh because that's my wife. Those eyes is my wife. All the time. I mean, but once again, it's a work in progress. We're always working to be better. She's always working to be better, and at the end of the day, that's what we're supposed to get out of our relationship. And stuff like this, it's hilarious because when you admit it to yourself, like, you think about shit like this all the time to yourself, but to put it fucking comments, to put it in a perspective where you see it on paper and you see it yourself, it's like, it's funny. Sometimes, part of growing is being able to look at the mirror and laugh at yourself. Let me see. The next one. This is ridiculous.
If she stood by you while he was cheating, she was cheating. And then, what? Meek Mill said genius.
Yeah, Meek Mill is fucking retarded, obviously. We already know that. I don't agree with this shit at all. It's the dumbest shit ever. Like, a lot of these little pillhead rappers say the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. And it just makes no absolute sense.
There can't be any other reason that she's staying with you except for the fact that she was cheating on you.
Especially in the eyes of rappers. It's like, you got millions of dollars and you're, putting all these shit in place for people. And then it's like, oh, yeah, the only reason she's there is because she was doing this. It's like, or because, especially in the eyes of rappers, she knows that she needs a little bit more money to chase her goal, to achieve what she wants to achieve, or it's bigger than that. Your connection is bigger than that. I once again, listening to a little kid rapper, especially some of these, like I said, motherfuckers that are on all types of drugs, is the dumbest shit ever. What you think?
I don't know who Little BB is, so, so I can't comment.
Well, there's 1,000 of them, so don't even waste your time with that.
But as far as I know, that's not true.
Great story there.
And that's all I comment. That's not true.
Let me get your shit. Ah! Let me cut the other one down. Ah! I messed it up. Everything.
What are you doing?
Yeah, it's annoying because I'm adding the other ones in.
Look at you. He's a great story.
Terry. Once upon a time. So this meme is a picture of a woman saying, "Don't talk to me," and the guy saying, "I'm mad," and then she goes, "I'm sure." Oh, wait a minute. He says, "Don't talk to me," that he's mad. And she says, "I'm sure," with her ass out. And he goes, "Oh my goodness," and drooling. Yes. True. I agree with this. I like it.
True.
I'm never mad enough to not look at my wife's ass. I don't think there's ever been a time in existence.
That's absolutely true.
Apparently, she has a sheet that's cut this way. This is a weird cutted sheet, too. I don't know.
Where do I buy that? Sheet. Usually what happens is you drop the sheet, like you just drop it.
You see this shit? Where do I buy that sheet on Wish?
You just drop the sheet and just act like nothing.
See, I'm going to cut all that, and I'm just going to buy that sheet on Wish. So now it's like, your ass is always out. You have no choice. Let me see my next one. We'll do 2 more each, and we'll call it.
What the fuck? What is that?
What?
That one.
I'm going to bring it up. Why can't I fucking lock this? Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Locked. Take that. I'm not even going to leave the reciprocity in there. It's a great picture. It's a picture. Go ahead. You explain it.
I water you. You water me. We're going to help each other grow.
You have to explain the picture.
Okay, so...
People listening to audio.
But they can see the picture.
No, they can't. Not on Spotify.
Oh. So the picture is of a man watering... Well, he has plants growing out of his head. He's supposed to be a pot. And his wife's plants are growing out of her head, and he's watering her plants. And then, in turn, the next picture shows her watering his plants growing out of his head. And that's... I agree 100% with that.
And it says, "I water you, you water me. We gonna help each other grow."
That's what love is.
Love, yes. Oh shit! Fuck all y'all in the comments right now.
It is Capricin.
No, you don't you dare expose yourself to the people of Capricin. God damn it! But yo, this is it. I mean, if we're talking about memes, this really is what it is. Like when you know, single motherfuckers post memes and shit. This is what it is. So if you're not getting this from your partner, get the fuck out of the relationship, because it's like I say all the time. It's a group effort, and the team now is you. It's not anybody else. The team is you taking on the rest of the world. Let me find the next one right here. I should just delete them shit so they don't show up again.
This is absolutely true.
All right.
100%.
This is mine. It's Everybody Loves Raymond. It's just a random meme. It says, every time you talk to your wife, you should always remind yourself, this conversation will be recorded for training and quality purposes. Yes. Yes, it is. Everything. Stop.
You better remember everything you said. Yeah. Everything.
Y'all, listen. I say this to motherfuckers all the time. If you say, you know what? I think we should go someplace sometime. She heard, we're going to this place this weekend. So you need to figure that shit out. Don't say, I think I'm going.
Are going.
Yeah, we're going. We're going to that shit. Going. Hey, I think we should go here sometime. Check this place out. She's like, all right, I'm going to just count the fucking days until we go. And then 3 weeks later, you're like, yo, I haven't even looked at the website yet. And she's already there in her mind. So make sure y'all know what the fuck y'all saying. Because everything that comes out your mouth, you got a lot of these, like, single motherfuckers are very good at, like, just hustling. Because you only got to see this bitch for one night. Girl, let me tell you, I own a place here and I own this, blah, 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 blah. When you're in a relationship, that shit's done. She's going to remember everything you say. She's writing that shit down. She remembers the dates and the time. Motherfucker, on January 17th of 2017, you said you were going to take me to Six Flags and you didn't.
It is not that accurate, but it's accurate enough. We do remember.
It's that accurate. Hold on 1 second. Let's find the next goddamn meme. All right, that's one. We got one for me. Then 1 and 1. Let me see. That was a good one. This is, I guess, for people with children. This will work for you, Ralph, with children. Go ahead. Explain the meme. Explain the surroundings.
Really? All right. There's a wolf, and it's obviously a child laughing at an adult joke, and he's like, my child understanding an adult joke, they shouldn't. And the wife gives him the look, and he's the one laughing at the fact that he got the joke. So he's laughing at the kid because he told the joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think about the meme?
Usually is reverse in this house, as far as I know.
Yeah, pretty much. Because my wife just says any fucking shit, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck you doing? You can't do that. So yes, it is reverse. Because her crazy ass says anything. Hold on one second. My kids still think the Easter Bunny is real.
Nah, I told them Santa Claus wasn't real early. Santa Claus, Bunny, all that, dead.
Funny story. We went to the supermarket one time, fucking Publix down the street. Publix for us Florida people. And this lady was like, to my daughter, Jasmine, the youngest, hey, what is Santa Claus going to get you this year, sweetie? And I said, no, my daughter knows Santa Claus doesn't exist. Because I'm motherfucking Santa Claus. Fuck that shit. Because like I talked about in a couple episodes back, there's no point in not taking credit for the hard work that you put in for your family. Stop that shit. On to Lynette's next meme.
When I say I won't tell anyone, my husband doesn't count. That's true.
Yo.
Anything that I say I'm not going to say, it's no.
That's 100% true.
That's everybody else. And then when I come home, it's like everything. He gets told everything.
Yes. It's a meme that says, when I say I won't tell my husband when I won't tell anyone, my husband doesn't count. That's 100% true. Like, I watch these TV shows and people like, they're police officers and shit. And they're like, I can't bring my work home. I'm not going to tell my wife. I fucking will tell my wife everything, because if you're going to compartmentalize all this shit, your mind is going to go to shit anyway. So it's just stupid. It's like, why would I hold this in myself when I could be sharing it with somebody that might be able to actually knock down the brunt of how it's affecting me mentally? So different aspect, like these are the type of things where you really are taking your fucking, like, a job or some stupid friendship that you have out there more serious than the relationship that you have with your wife, and there is no relationship. in my life more important than relationship with my wife. That rhymes. I should make that shit a meme and post it on the next episode.
Oh, you should be the next little Bibby. Whatever the hell that thing was.
Nah, that fucking rapper. I'd have to drink a bunch of lean and fucking eat 10 perks or whatever they do now. Hold on 1 second. All right. We got one more. Damn. I don't even know what it is. We have enough memes for a whole nother fucking episode. I just want to let y'all know. And if y'all got any questions, shoot them in there. Nah, I don't like that one. Let me get another one.
I'm like,
yeah. I just took like 80 of them at a time, and I'm like, oh, let me see what we got.
My face.
I like this one. Yeah, this is perfect. The perfect one for my wife to get her ass in trouble.
I ain't getting in trouble. What you talking about?
All right, read that one.
All right, first off, let's look at the picture because he looks like a nerdy wannabe, like
this motherfucker got on random white jeans and a fucking jean jacket. A nerdy. This is, hey, all y'all motherfuckers with your fake glasses that you get at the mall. This is what my wife thinks of it. Y'all nerdy wanna be cool.
No, but there's a difference. See, like when you're cool and you're wearing the glasses, right? The clothes, the outfit, all of it goes together. When you're just like nerdy and trying to be cool, it's like you just got like, it's just a weird look. Like it's a weird, like none of this goes together on this dude's outfit. And then she looks like, you know.
But why you the fucking these motherfuckers in the meme it's probably like a fucking announcement where she just goes, "We just got married, y'all," and then some other motherfucking jealous motherfucker goes, "Yeah, let me make a fucking meme out of this." Like,
the meme shit. Picture looks good. Sometimes the ones that ain't your type be the ones that change your life and treat you right. Do I agree? In my situation, I have to agree, but sometimes that's not true.
Explain that. Have you seen stories like that?
I've seen
experiences like that? Tell those stories.
I've seen experiences where the ones that ain't your type and you want to go out with them because you think that it might be better, and then you end up either fucking them up or they fuck you up. I've seen those type of relationships. What? So like, okay. So like, you're saying sometimes the ones that ain't your type be the ones that change your life and treat you right. But what happens when it's the other way around, like it's a guy or even a girl, like, and you go out with the person that's not your type, like they're not saying what type they're talking about.
Jesus Christ, you overthink the shit out of this.
I know! They're not saying what type you're talking about, so like it could be anything. It could be like, okay, even if you think that that's your type, you might not want to be with that person. You might not even want to, like, that's something that you might even take advantage of as a fact.
Yeah, but that's not... I get that, but obviously they made it to the point where they got married.
Okay, so what do you want me to say? That I agree with the meme? I don't agree with the meme. Somebody that isn't your type might not be the person to change your life. Maybe your type will change your life at a later point.
What? I don't...
Alright, so you're trying to like... This kind of makes me think of like...
Anytime I think of woman's type or man's type, it's a physical thing. In a way that somebody acts in an initial meeting. You don't have months to guess what your type is.
Yeah,
you have an initial... I saw this motherfucker at the club when I was 20 and out every weekend.
Alright, so let's talk about this for a second. So if you go out and you're trying to look for your type, let's say your type is like the bad boy looking dude or whatever.
Look at those comments. Cool. Look what Titi said about you.
It's fucked up. The problem is that I like to logically think about stuff when I freaking look at it. So I'm not just gonna go for the easy thing. So to me, it means anybody that you're all thinking like, oh, what's the type? What are you guys actually looking at this? You're thinking, oh, the guy, she went for the guy that wasn't the bad boy. That's what you're immediately thinking. What if you went for the bad boy? What if it was reversed? Or what if you did go for the dude that wasn't the bad boy, but he still ended up being an asshole?
Okay, change your life and treat you right doesn't usually mean becoming the asshole.
Because you're still going by the end.
It's a whole meme.
Be the ones to change your life and treat you right. Sometimes the ones that ain't your type be the ones that change your life and treat you right. Fine. You want me to agree? I'll agree.
I don't know.
I don't agree with the saying 100% is what I said from the very beginning. It could be anything. It could be like you think that that's what's going to happen and then it doesn't happen.
Yeah, but it did happen. See that ring on her finger?
Mm-hmm. We don't know what happened after that picture.
Oh my, what is this, the fucking Bachelor? They got broken up the next day? Jesus Christ. Oh, what? They're married for 15 years. No. Yeah, they are. I know, I researched it. What you got to say now?
No, that's not what happened.
Hold on 1 second with your craziness. This is the last one of the night.
Look, Aunt Harris, logically. Who's logical? Me and him.
Don't start, Aunt. Don't get me hit again. I'll have to edit that shit out.
Don't make me have to go get some Capacin.
God damn it. There you go. This is the last one. Hit that shit. With a story, talk forever.
This is your meme?
Nope. I don't know who's meme.
When you're with Bay and they smiling at the phone. Excuse me, but your happiness is sitting right here.
When you're with Bay and they start smiling at their phone.
It depends on where we're at.
Excuse me, but your happiness is sitting right here in front of you.
I think it's right. I mean, if you're out with me and you're on the phone and you're like, hey, like you just chilling. I don't care who the fuck you're smiling
this is
at.
anywhere.
Out.
This is at home. This is anywhere.
Okay, so at home, no, I don't really care too much.
Out?
Oh, yes.
You better be happy with only me, motherfucker.
Huh? What?
There can't be funny memes on the internet while I'm out here with you.
While we're out in, like when we're out on a date or something? No, I don't want you looking at your phone. We're out on a date.
Okay. Do you laugh at memes on dates?
It depends.
You better stop that shit.
If we share them together,
you better stop that shit.
But if you're like just sitting there on the phone,
any meme I fucking laugh at, I send that shit. So that's not even like, it's like, hey, let me send this shit to my wife. We can laugh together, and then she does it. Sometimes she does, and then we enjoy that shit. So
sometimes.
It is what it is.
If it's a meme, sometimes he's laughing at Ralph, and I have to just be like, damn, I'm right here, Ralph.
Yeah, Ralph, fuck you. Don't send me memes. I'm sure, Tracy, if you're still here, I'm sure you get that.
Be like, stop talking to Ralph.
So, that is it. We have probably 45 more. And by the time tomorrow, 1,000 of them, you can post them in the comments. If you had to give any advice into a new relationship, let's say I'll give you two of them, because let's give any advice to a new relationship in their 20s, since you have the biggest difference, a new relationship in their 30s, as to what they should be looking forward to in a relationship, or what they should be looking to, contrary to what they believe they should be looking for. What should they be looking for in a partner, as opposed to what they see on the internet?
In their 20s.
Both, in their 20s and their 30s. So let's do 20s first.
Okay. I have children in the 20s. So, in their 20s, I would say...
Get back over here.
Be good to each other, but don't take it too seriously. Because you gotta explore and, learn how to live life and explore life together.
Remember that club statement?
And if you're
That's what the exploring.
That's not what the exploring has to be. You could easily, what if I want, if you're in your 20s and you want to travel, go travel, girl.
Okay, did explore, you fucking goddamn Christopher Columbus? That's what you meant by exploring?
No, I just mean, they're still, they're still exploring what they like about people. You don't know. The dating people. You don't know. If you, in your 20s, you don't know yourself to the fullest. Everybody can agree on that. That's in their 30s. At 20 years old, you do not know yourself. So you don't know what the fuck you want in a man. You're just thinking oh, romantic. Shit like that. And
30s.
In your 30s, it's different. In your 30s, you should know what you want. But I would say learn to appreciate the time that you have with each other.
Learn to appreciate them. In the comments we have, shit, I had hair. You couldn't tell me shit. And we have compromise.
And compromise is a big thing, too. The
compromise at the end of the day, if you know your partner, the compromise is always going to be I hate the word compromise because compromise is like, let's just give up a part of ourselves and the agree to disagree. And I think that even a compromise should be to exploring does sound filthy by the comments.
Well, I meant like, you guys are nasty, thinking bad ways.
Exploring those holes. I
just said literally, you're still learning to explore even yourself. You might not even know what the fuck turns your ass on.
You don't at 20, woman or man. Sorry. But there you go. That's number one. So, but yes, keep going to the club. My advice on that case is some advice that my uncle gave to me. At 20, I guess you could be in a relationship, but I guess best would be your late 20s if you jumped into it. But considering in our life, we kind of grew together and into what we are now, and people come along and they just go, damn, I want to meet a wife like yours. And it's well, you need to put in the work like us. And not just the work like me, but you're constantly working. So that,
excuse me.
COVID. Where's the masks? Social distance jazz. Sneezing up in this booth. God damn it. So, for men, obviously, and what I say always is that to look for a person that treats you like a king. That you feel treats you like a king, and in turn treat that person like that person. I always see these memes, and they always fucking kill me because it's different situations that people are in where it's if you're in a car and your mom and your wife are coming at the same time, then who's sitting in the front seat? And personally, for me, it's gonna be my wife every time. And your mom raised you to a certain point, and your wife were at this point we're 17 years. In a relationship where, 3 more years, and I've essentially been with my wife longer than I've been with myself. So you have to take into account that building forward, this is the person. This is the person that takes over for whatever you felt that your mom was at that point, and that this is the person that's going to carry you on to the next level of whatever you feel that you're going to become in your life. So take into account that person, because there really isn't any competition with that person. And with that being said, I had a friend one time tell me a story about, his wife asking him if his kids were falling off a thing, who are you saving first, me or the kids? And both me and my wife, no, we're saving the kids in that situation. And I'm willing to die for my fucking kids. Some people aren't in a situation with their kids, but we both know that. And you guys should both know that. And those are the type of things where it's some people coexist so long in a marriage or in a relationship that they don't even have conversations about themselves of how they move forward in different situations like that, about life and about death, to be honest. I don't know. What do you think? Yes.
I'm looking at the comments and I was realize that people grow again. Go down, go up.
Up?
Yeah.
What we got?
So he's talking about compromise.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely compromise. There are times when he's done stuff that I want to go out and I want to do this, and literally he'll take me out to places that he is. For example, I've been to reggaeton concerts and I want to go, and he's my date, right? But he has no idea what the fuck the people are saying.
I know a little bit.
And he'll rock into it, but it's you don't know what's going on. You don't know what the songs are. You have no idea what they're talking about. But he's there because that's what I like. So he'll just, he'll take me. So that's a compromise that he does for me. And then there's compromises when I'm I don't want to watch. I don't really care for football or sports or anything. But I'll sit there and watch it because that's what he likes to do.
And I'll obviously that's a great statement because it kind of piqued my brain to say something else. When it comes to stuff like that, you see a lot of these young dudes that are I'm not going to have a girlfriend unless she goes to the gym with me and she likes football with me and she likes this. And that shit is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. There is a commonality when it comes to relationship, and as far as our experience, obviously I can't speak for every situation, but no, you don't want somebody else to like every fucking thing that you like, because at the end of the day, you still do want to own a little bit of your own individuality. You still want to go out and, have a point where you learn stuff on your own and do new stuff on your own and do stuff that you love on your own, so you have your free time. And then, like I always tell young men, is but also you should always have something that you guys both experience together that's new, so you're both learning it together at the same time. But as far as somebody, you being up each other's ass all the time, and I've seen it from a woman's perspective and a man's perspective, it just is not. Somebody's going to be miserable at the end of the day, and somebody's going to feel like they're in a fucking cage. My wife said to me one time, it's funny, that she read an article and that, people don't really talk a lot when they get home anymore because of social media. They get the chance to message each other all day immediately about all types of shit all day. So she literally took it upon herself to say, you know what, I'm not going to message about certain stuff of the day so that we can actually enjoy each other's presence when we get home. And something as small as that, I didn't see, she saw, and we try to employ it in our life so that we enjoy different aspects of our life together at the same time, and we have to enjoy each other in our presence, because obviously it's a different energy in person than it is online. Do you agree with that?
Oh, well, you can't tell emotion on a text. So like you might you might text me and tell me something that's happening that's important, and you might be excited, but I read it flat, right? Or like you might be mad and I can't really tell or gauge it because it's just, and I'd rather get the emotional connection where we're going with this.
Yeah, so me and my wife are both very good at face recognition, fucking emotional changes, and not just each other, but in people. Like little changes in your expressions, little changes in what you say, how you say it. We pick up on that shit fast. So in person is a lot different of an experience. And I think that's why a lot of people switch to this age where it's like I can text, because it's like I don't have to, show you this emotion that I want to show you, I don't even have that emotion to show you. But in that event, like I said, we have 50 other memes. We're done with this one. If you want another relationship episode, let me know. You can send me more memes. Send me more messenger memes so we can put it in the next one. Thank everybody for joining in tonight. If you like what you hear, subscribe. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Google Podcasts. YouTube is Imperfect Audio. Facebook is Imperfect Audio. Thank you, and have a great night.
Bye.